Welcome back to my channel, guys, and welcome if you are new. Today I have some cleaning motivation for you. On this particular day, our routine was totally thrown out of whack. We lost power the night before due to a really big windstorm, and let's just say my house needed a lot of tidying up. There were crumbs, there were toys, there were blankets and pillows from the kids that morning, and just a lot of picking up. Nothing crazy, nothing too messy, but I wanted to get this all put away before the kids got home from school. So as you can see in the kitchen, it was a little bit more of a disaster, and I had a lot of laundry to catch up on. So I had one more batch to fold, as you will see a little bit later on. And luckily I had done all the dishes the night before because we had no running water. So I was getting dinner ready. The kids' beds weren't made because, like I said, our routine was just kind of thrown out the window this morning. But we had power back, so let's get to cleaning. One thing I like to do when I start cleaning in a room is getting my cleaning supplies ready. And I use a different cleaning cloth for each cleaning solution. So you'll see I have one on my wood cleaner, one for dusting, and then one for my glass cleaner. And I just started by picking up and putting things where they went. My son's reading light, our cups from the night before. And when it comes to pillows and folding blankets, is there anyone else out there that feels like you do this countless times a day? So now that I cleaned off the coffee table, I wanted to go ahead and dust and wipe down all of the little pumpkins and that little lantern, and then I wanted to give a good wipe down to this coffee table. It was filthy. So I wiped off all the crumbs, tossed those in the trash, and then I use a 50-50 mixture of vinegar and water for all my glass, and I just gave this a good wipe down. There were breakfast crumbs on here, there was dried up marker, there was something I had no idea what it was. After I finished with the couch and the coffee table, I moved over to the side table. There were some little fire trucks that the kids had put together, so those needed to go downstairs in the toy room. And I just wanted to give this table a quick wipe down. This table gets really dusty from that window being open. And then I moved over to the TV console table. The kids have been reading these Halloween books, and they found some little ones that they've been reading to Chase, my 6-month-old. It's been super cute to watch. And we have TV remotes, parts of their Halloween costume. But again, this area gets pretty dusty, so I'm using the Method Wood for Good Daily Cleaner. I love how this stuff smells. And just giving a quick dusting to the top of this and all of the decoration I have sitting up there. This little corner table is my kids' catch-all. So they have their Halloween costumes, Fate's being Elsa, and I want to see if any of you can guess what Brayden is going to be. So if you guys are new here, I have a 7-year-old little boy and a 5-year-old little girl, and they are very big into crafting, coloring, writing letters, making little projects, and I love that. So I try to encourage that. We keep crayons and all their little crafting stuff on this table. We just try to keep it tucked away. I went in with the Method all-purpose spray in the Honeycrisp Apple scent, which, if you guys know me by now, that is my favorite scent for the fall. But I just wanted to give these seats a quick wipe down and just to give a quick wipe down to their table. So next in this room, I moved over to what serves as our entryway table. Mail gets dropped off here, my purse, it's kind of like a drop zone. You'll see my husband's wallet, phone, and keys, and he likes to keep those in that drawer. So I was just tucking those away. And yes, that is a pile of colorful fall leaves. Fate wants to do a project with them, so I put them on her crafting table. And if you guys have watched my past cleaning videos, you know that I love to diffuse while I'm cleaning. These three combined smell like fall. It is Thieves, Orange, and Stress Away from Young Living, and it absolutely smells incredible. Plus, it is super relaxing. We took Chase for a walk down by the river to get out of the house earlier because we had no power, but we had him bundled up in all of those blankets because it was so windy out. Next, I headed into the kitchen where we also have our washer and dryer, and I had a load of laundry from the night before that needed to be folded. So I have a question for you guys. When you lose power, what is the one thing that impacts you the most? On this particular day, it was the fact that I could not make coffee. Everything else was trivial. No running water, no lights. But on this particular day, I had been up off and on since 3:30. This mama needed coffee, so you can see that we grabbed iced coffee when we were out.
We need to find something so new. Let's bring this up, higher, higher. You will go far, I know you are. Fighter, fighter. I know exactly what to do. We need to find something so new. Let's bring this up.
Speaking of coffee, the day before I had done a deep clean on my Ninja coffee maker, so I was just popping those back in. And it was time to move on into the kitchen. So I had a dishwasher full of clean dishes, so I wanted to put all those away. And then you'll see that I move on to putting the dishes that are on those drying mats away. So I just wanted to put everything in its place. And this is actually well before that we started making dinner, but I don't know about you guys, I like making sure my clean dishes are put away, my kitchen is in order, so I have less of a mess to clean up after dinner.
I could see this through. I could wait another night. One more night, one more night. I could fight it through till the darkness turns to light. One more night, one more night. Say it's gonna be okay. 'Cause this winter is so long, feels like it's haunting me. Say there's gonna be a change. 'Cause I feel like I'm just holding on to yesterday. But if I wait till the summer, oh, if I wait till the summer, oh, but if I wait till the summer, oh, I know it will be better, oh, I can leave the truth, shut the blinds I could deny. One more night, one more night. I want a blister full, everyone that it's alright.
And you will see me putting all the bottle pieces and breast pump pieces in a plastic bag. I had sanitized these, so to keep them sanitized, I keep them in that anti-bac bag and the Ziploc bag.
'Cause I feel like I'm just holding on to yesterday. But if I wait till the summer, oh, if I wait till the summer, oh, but if I wait till the summer, oh, I know it will be better,
And the last thing I had to do for dishes was just hand wash a couple dishes that I didn't want to run through the dishwasher.
I know it will be Say it's gonna be okay. 'Cause this winter is so long, feels like it's haunting me. Say there's gonna be a change. 'Cause I feel like I'm just holding on to yesterday. But if I wait till the summer,
I was just rinsing out my sink, and in between cleanings of your sink, a great tip I have for you is just give it a quick spray with your all-purpose cleaner. It works wonders and smells great.
I know it will be better.
On the other side of my kitchen, I had a pot out for tonight's dinner. I had the crock pot out from last night's dinner, so I wanted to put that away and give the counter a good wipe down. And all those potatoes were for tonight's dinner. We made potato soup, but I wanted to wipe down my appliances and kind of reorganize all of that produce that was on my counter.
Get out what you're putting in. All your hopes and efforts are all in vain. Who will pick you up when you've lost everything? Does it all become for granted with a wedding ring? Oh, there must be more. There must be another way. There must be conscious, different things in different ways. There must be love.
So I wanted to go into my kids' rooms and make their beds. None of us had made our beds properly this day because our routine, like I said, was kind of thrown out the window with no power, no lights, no running water. So I just wanted to make my daughter's bed. She had tried. She had her little stuffed animals tucked in there.
Ooh, happiness requires work every day. Oh, and if that someone makes you smile and leaves you with a scar, don't let them tell you what you feel or who you are. Oh, there must be more. There must be another way. There must be conscious, different things in different ways. There must be love.
And this is my son's room. And as you can see, he did not attempt to make his bed. He usually makes somewhat of an attempt, but he is a crazy sleeper. He takes all his sheets out, his quilt, he wraps up like a little burrito. He's the cutest thing. But we pretty much have to remake his bed every day.
I gave it all to you for too There must be more. There must be another way. There must be conscious, different things in different ways. There must be more to the reason why we do it all for love. There must be more for a reason and a little.
Then I moved on to the easiest bed to make in the house, which is little Chase's crib. So I just spread out his sleep sack.
Has got to come up.
And like my kids, this morning we had attempted to make our bed. We did a terrible job. So I was just fixing the blankets, the sheets, and all the pillows. And little Bray was home from school at this point, and he came in. I was letting him play Pogo on my phone for a couple minutes. He is obsessed with this game. Anyone else's kids? For some reason, my camera was not focusing at this point, so I apologize, but you get the gist. I was making the bed, putting the pillows where they go, and calling it a day. So despite our routine getting thrown to the wind today, I got the whole house tidied up. I felt so much better. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you did, and please consider subscribing to my YouTube fam. I would love to have you join me. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one.